Ahoy, hoy, tricky luggers!
Ahoy,
Welcome. That was sorry. I didn't know.
Wow, that was a surprise. Hi, everyone.
I was hitting the wrong button. I don't know what I'm doing.
I
Hi, it's Wednesday. Ahoy, hoy.
I need to switch to my other glasses because everything is different today. We're far away.
Yes, everything is very different today. So hopefully, we'll see how it goes because we kind of. Yeah.
We decided to bring you something exciting, so we changed up a bunch of stuff.
So actually, we are in the same room that we're usually in. It's just that we moved our table out of the way. We're further back from the camera. So I just want you to know, I can't read a thing that's going on in the chat right now. So we're going to try and bring the chat up on the phone. We're like way further away. So we decided that today, people have been asking us for a while to do a live mock build, and I don't know.
We just thought it would be slow and boring.
Yeah, I thought it would be slow and boring, but gosh, we just decided why not go ahead and give it a try.
Because it's not boring, right? Like, it's what we do. We're builders. We build.
Yes,
Legos,
we build stuff.
FOLs.
So we thought that today we would be doing a live mock build. And we're gonna
of the Fab Max Furry Road.
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna start working on our Fab Max Furry Road for the collaboration that we are going to be working on all together, which I'm super excited about.
Closer.
And I reached out to BrickCon today to find out, start the process of finding out how we can display our group collab. And if we're able to make that happen, then I'm gonna go ahead and we might give everybody an extra week to build.
I think we'll extend the deadline because we want to really give people the chance to shine on this stuff. Oh, I have a.
So I'm going to try and bring the chat up on my phone so I can actually
thing.
see what y'all are typing.
I'm going to turn down
Isn't this
the volume.
excited? You tuned in to see us looking at our phones.
Oh, look at that! Check it out.
Make sure you turn the volume down.
I did.
Can you see
I can
everything
chat
now?
publicly. Hi.
Whoa, we're chatting publicly. It's like a whole new world. I don't know what's going on right now. All right, look at that. Look at that. I can see stuff.
Files.
I don't see a chat, though.
Look at that. Hi, Mr. Elmo Man. Okay, but we're not going to spend the entire episode looking at our phones either.
Okay,
I don't think so.
I don't see the chat is all.
Oh, I didn't. You know what I did?
Grandpa learns to use a phone.
Look, it's there. Live chat. Do you want to just use my phone?
I don't know where it is.
Here, just use my phone.
Okay.
Here you go. It's a jitterbug.
Then I'll sure be able to read it. Hey, everybody. Wow, this is awesome. There's lots of people here.
I'll loan you my thumbprint if it goes to sleep.
Wait, Brickanista?
What's going on? I see I am one of the theme
Brickanista says that she's one of the theme
BrickCon.
coordinators for BrickCon, the architecture area. I can ask, I think Fab Max would be in the pop culture area. That would be awesome, Brickanista.
Yeah.
If there's some way that you can hook us up with whoever to talk to, that would be super fun.
Be so cool.
And we would be really into that. So let's see. We'll see if we can actually read the list of everybody who's here today.
I'll help, right? Because it's funny. It's outside of mine. I can see Apples, Benjamin Dury, Brickanista, hi Naomi, Cornado, Debo Bricks, Fallen Tree 23. I'll help.
Okay.
Hooded One, John Luttrell. Hi, Marilyn Parnley.
Hi, Marilyn. Matthew builds bricks. And
Minifig Chick.
Yep, and I see Minifig Nick. Hi, and Molly Williams. How's
Look,
it
I can
going?
see you're like
Moto.
I'm
like, I can see it. I know I can.
Moto is here. Mr. Elmo Man. Mr. Ellie Daniel. No, I can't read your name. Oh, I can even take this
Emily
off.
Daniels. You're here, it says. You're in the chat.
I am. I'm in the chat.
Sarah Silverman. Hi, Sarah. Shane
Levan
Levan
is here.
Squid Kid. Hey, how's it going, Diggy?
Dan Simpson, you are so cool.
Hey,
we
Dan.
got a cool shipment that we're so excited about.
Synthetic Mason is here. Zach Highmark and Zach Martinez. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting day. So, I wanted to show everybody that, so I went and did the first round of mailings yesterday.
Yeah, just like he's armloads full of things that we're sending you.
So I wanted to show you that, so here's the receipt from the post office.
Oh yeah, it's not big.
From yesterday, and
Wow.
I know, it's like one
Wow.
of those magician's handkerchiefs that you pull out of your
I know,
sleeve
because
and it just
we're-
keeps getting longer.
Because we're
And-
sending you bricks that generous people
Oh
donated.
wait, it's not done. There's another
more.
one.
Yeah.
And a third one.
So we can actually even track if your thing is making it
Yes,
to you or not.
it has tracking on everything.
It's crazy.
So
this is
this was yesterday's post office visit. I felt so bad for the lady. At one point, there were two of them. I was the only person in there, and then they had two people working on the list at the same time.
I think
It
didn't
was
we
very
send out
funny.
like 75 things? So we sent a bunch of
No, it's
people.
about 60 some. We still have some people whose
Yeah, there's a second
addresses
round.
I need to catch up with you about, and to talk to some of our people who from Europe about how that's going to work. I know Hooded One has volunteered to send people some bricks.
Yeah. And we also want to make sure we just get your address order right. But we sent out people Tricky Lug bricks, Coral Tricky Lug bricks.
Yes, the coral Tricky Lug bricks are there. We have
Right,
the
and-
new blue TrickyBricks bricks are in there,
Yep.
and
stuff.
you know, and maybe something else.
Who knows? You never know, but expect a fun, colorful package in the mail.
Yeah, and if you don't get yours for some reason and you signed up, well, then you can get a hold of me, and I have at least your
Look at that.
city.
We have scratch paper.
We have yeah. Well, if we have another toilet paper shortage,
That's great. Well, you know what we could do? We could lay out a bunch of Lego train track on this. Just for train tracks. And speaking of which, so we have our regular features, right?
Oh, and also wait, I did want to mention to everybody that
Andrew
thank you,
Camera,
Andrew.
thank you.
I did want to mention to everybody that we did do this in rounds. So you may not get yours in the first wave, but you will get yours in the second wave, which we're gonna hopefully be able to take by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. There's just some because we're also adding our Patreon people in and a few other friends and stuff for the second round. And I gotta say, I'm glad we split it up into 2 bits because wow,
Poor people at the
Yeah.
post office.
and all
And
of them.
also our giveaway, our secret prize
Yes,
boxes.
all of our prize boxes got shipped out. So if you are expecting a TrickyBricks prize box, you will be receiving it very soon.
Yay!
Very exciting stuff. All right, so golly, oh yes, pins. Right.
So I'm feeling like
they're going to be out of focus
this
today.
is
I'm
going to
letting
be
you know.
far away. Yeah,
We have our cameras a
it's
little
hard
weird.
to tell. So I don't know. Oh, can you see right there? Yes, look at that. Autofocus worked. Thanks, Clicky. So that's Simba from the Lion King. I almost called it the Lion Story.
And
From the Lion King, because you know why? Because we're starting a new idea.
there you go. And I've got the White Rabbit
Nice.
this morning because
We're
as
going down
always,
a rabbit hole.
I'm late, and then we're going down a rabbit hole. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so we're starting a new little idea, and now's the time to nurture creativity on it. Play
Yes.
and we've done a little bit of work already, a lot in our heads, and some in front of your faces in a minute.
There you go.
Yay,
All right.
Disney pins.
Disney pins, huzzah! So, golly, where what's
I don't know. We went to
yes,
the Ren Fair for a second there.
We have some viewer mail,
We do.
which I'm really excited about. This is from Cornado.
Yay, Cornado.
And I can't tell you like how excited I am about this. And actually, you know what I meant to do was to put these on a plate so that we could look at them all together. And I didn't do it, but maybe I'll do it while we're talking about something else.
Well, do you want to
Just
do
so
it
I can
in the
show it. But
you can if you yeah,
oh yeah,
they
I'm just
can
gonna
see.
show it. But so this is a birthday present from Cornado. Thank you so much. I love them. I'm in love with them. It's from Citizen Brick, and it is the Overlook Hotel carpet from The Shining.
Check that
Printed
out.
on a bunch of tiles.
Beautiful bold printing.
I love this so much.
Well, I mean, how could we not make a mock of Danny on his big wheel going down those hallways now?
yes,
Right?
I know. I love this. Thank you, Cornado, so much.
I saw a great Shining mock that it packed, I think, 4 or 5 different sets, different rooms into one mock, all backed up with one another with the carpet hallway going around.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, that's right. They
super
did like
clever.
a whole layout,
Including
right?
the bathroom and the giant...
The world's most terrifying bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Oh my goodness.
Scary.
So these are, I just gotta say that these are super, super awesome. So thank you so much. And now I want
Someone who really knows you.
I know, right? Like,
He has a chef coat in that pattern.
I have a chef coat
actually.
and a dress shirt. Well, you know, it's not really a dress shirt, but I have a shirt that also has
Yay,
this
Molly
pattern.
Williams, like the stream.
So
here,
I'm
out.
almost done putting a bunch of them together just so that you can see what they look like when they're all together. But check that out.
Isn't that beautiful?
They're perfect. Like, they're perfect.
That's such a great pattern. It's so iconic.
Well, and it's funny too because my my Animal Crossing house has that carpet in the front room.
Of course it does. Your terrifying Animal Crossing house that sits looming on a hill above the 4 other like cute little suburban animals.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Oh,
Isn't
awesome.
it like a
Thank you,
sweet...
Brickanista. Thank you. What?
Isn't it a sweet little town, and then you have like the dark looming mansion?
Yeah, I
on
have
the
like the
hill?
scary house on the hill. I made it everything really cute except for where I live. It's all about the like black flowers everywhere, black and purple flowers.
Wow, your shirt's very of the theme today too.
Yes. Oh, I haven't worn this in a while. I got this for teaching, and yeah.
Yeah, because all
It's a
your
good
black
shirt.
T-shirts were terrifying, right?
Exactly.
So you got some Lego T-shirts and STEM T-shirts.
Well,
for
this
teaching.
is so this is from Uniqlo. So it's like an actual Lego branded item, which is pretty cool. So
So are
golly.
we about to? I think maybe we should do sticker time before we go into.
Oh,
this, 'cause This is
absolutely.
going to be a whole.
It's going to be a whole thing that you're
right?
going to be hopefully not entirely bored by, because we have no idea how this is going to go.
We don't know. We have, and
No
we're going to
idea.
take you through our figuring it out. Lucky you.
Okay, let's see. So. Now we'll see how this is going to do today
I know.
because, like I said, we have a whole different camera setup.
But
so I'll try.
autofocus works,
We'll
right?
see. We'll see how it works. Okay.
Right? This is from, this was donated by Albert Lee for sticker time. This is from Lego set 21327. Oh, no, that's the sticker. It's from number set from 2015. It's 10 by 16 studs, sort of medium size, and it's Mammoth's Frozen Stronghold from the Legends of Chima.
Oh.
Right?
It's really cool.
It's cool. Chima had such, like, they all had ripped uniforms and everything was kind of apocalyptic, so we thought that was appropriate.
Yeah.
It came with 5 figures. There were 2 elephants and...
Oh, yeah, we have one of those. They're super creepy.
Yeah, an eagle and 2 rhinos. Rogan and Renona. Renona the rhino.
Renona Ryder?
Renona, yes.
Somebody thought really hard about that for a long time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Is that all? Is that all of our?
I think that's all of our business
for the day.
right?
Wow. You
And
can
then-
see that everything is just
See us procrastinating?
crazy. Everything's just crazy here today. We have no idea what's going on.
We've taken down models in front of you, but we haven't actually built
We've
new
never
stuff,
built
right?
stuff before. So I just want you to know what we've done is like we've added a whole extra table in front of the table that we usually sat at.
Yeah.
We moved our above camera to above this table.
Yeah, another stand.
And it's crazy right now.
Well,
Oh my
let's
God.
have a look. What if we do that split screen mode and see what we have going on?
Yeah, so it's getting. Oh, and but look, you can actually see our
Look,
our storage system.
It's hard to tell from looking at all the bags you see on the floor sometimes, but we're actually pretty organized, and all these are labeled with P-Touch labels.
Yeah, there you go.
Big containers, little ones.
So, and it's not a different background. It's just part of the background you
Yeah.
don't see because usually there's a table in front of it. We just
Here.
wheeled the table into the other room.
Check this out. In the bottom of our collection, we have these drawers of things that are too
Ooh, like
big.
like all this Friends roller coaster track, which is delightful.
Like, where do you put that in your collection, right?
So sometimes you just put
But
things in drawers.
sometimes you end up with a lot of one brick, right? By one way or another.
Yes.
Okay, so what are we doing? We're building Fab Max Furry Road.
Okay,
right?
so yes, so as you may or may not know, we are doing a Tricky Lug viewers of the show collaborative build called Fab Max Furry Road, and it is a mashup of Fabuland and Mad Max, sort of a feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's Mad Max Apocalyptica, but it looks like Fabuland in the Fabuland colors and shapes, and it doesn't have to be all Fabuland pieces.
I have to do this. Hi, I gotta move my keyboard over so I can try and type something.
Okay, here.
There you go.
You got it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and keep talking.
Okay, so we've gone over this a couple of times, so I don't want to, for all of you who've heard it, but if you haven't, we're going to show you the Fabuland color palette. And we decided today, because we want to encourage scale and because the colors go so well together, that Duplo would be totally acceptable in addition to system bricks.
Yeah,
right?
Duplo pieces are really fun, I think. Awesome. Let's see. Hey, Alyssa, how's it going? WGJL Productions, don't worry, we are signing the back of your brick.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes. So I wanted to just show you real quick while we're getting ready to start here.
Yep.
I did want to show you real quick that we do have. Here we go. So up on our website at TrickyBricks.com, we have I have an article up about the Fab Max collaborative build. So anything that you want to know, you can go here. I included from New Elementary, I included an image of the color palette here.
And of course, those first 4 colors on the upper left are the ones that are used the most, right?
Right.
It's mostly yellow, red, and blue. And who made these awesome models?
So FabFan MKE made these great little models that you can check out for inspiration. There's also a link to the Harris Bricks, who does the great Neo Fabuland work. And then there's just more details about it. So if you want to know anything about it, definitely check out TrickyBricks.com and check out the article.
And you notice here the use of these silver pieces, the engine pieces, to make it look more Mad Maxy. I think that's totally acceptable. And the cool thing about the silver is it doesn't change the color palette.
Right. Right, and again, like there's ways to do it with without having any Fabuland pieces at all.
Yeah,
so,
just regular system bricks.
Exactly.
And so that's what we got started on. And the first question we had, because we decided we wanted to make something that moved, right?
Right.
Was what scale would we set? How would we know how big we were going to make our model? Are we entering into this portion of the
I think maybe
discussion now?
We could be, sure.
Okay. And so we decided that we wanted to have a moving train, but that we didn't want to go outside the color palette, and we didn't want to do something really, really huge because we only have so much Fabuland to work with. Right? So we decided roller coaster track is red, and we've made a moving... Are we out of focus?
Yeah, it's because we're pulled in really close on the camera.
Oh,
so we're going to be a little fussy today.
We just have that.
We just
that
have a
pleasant,
youthful glow.
softening, sort of glowy RuPaul quality there.
Diggy custom stickers, sure, go for it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would totally. I think that would be great.
And see, that's the thing too. Is like, yes, it's Fabuland, and yes, it should be in the Fabuland style, and the overarching theme is Fabuland. But like you saw in FabuFan MKE's build, he included other more modern parts in it to tart it up, right? Like, I mean, you're really just you're dressing up Fabuland in Mad Max clothes.
It's like it's going to a
like
Mad
a
Max
costume
Halloween party.
Exactly.
Right.
So you can add extra weird stuff to it, but just try to make sure that, like, you know, like for FabuFan MKE's, his vehicle. And I'll just go back
we'll
over
bring
that
back up again.
His vehicle is made with, I mean, yes, with Fabuland parts, but at the same time, he's used these spikes, the unicorn horns on the wheels, the gold chains, and so, you know, really, hopefully that makes sense.
Well, I think with this stuff, the the real wonder of it is in the details, right? So any kind of details you can get that are smaller, the wonder. Hey, wait, let's put down your coffee cup for a second.
You can't. Don't make me do this.
Yeah, we got to do it. Okay, so we're just going to have wonder in the piece, right?
One might say
we are.
Magic.
And so with all those little details, the tinier your pixels, the more detailed it is. So picking all those little greebling pieces, that's one of the early things we're going to do is go through our... Well, here, we're getting out of order.
Yes,
what
you're
did
way
we
out
do?
of order. You're out of order.
No, you can't handle the fabulent truth. All right, and the truth is that we decided to go with, I know, roller coaster track because it was already red. So let's have a look at this.
At the new down cam.
Right there. Right there. So we use this roller coaster track on 6 32 by 32 base plates. And I just sat and played with different ways of bringing it around. I'm going to try and do this here. Let's see if I can do it without it falling apart. I want to show you that. Here, I'll go a little further. Look,
all right.
It's all attached. You can see here I go up a hill, and then in the back I go up a hill. So the whole rear portion near the lower right-hand side of your frame is raised up. And then the whole thing is raised up at least 2 bricks.
Yeah, just to get it off the ground and make
Like
it more
an L
interesting.
train.
Well, and I love it because again, we're using modern parts, but we have it's adapted to the Fabuland style, right? And what was the hardest part of this?
I think the hardest part is when you're first laying it out, you don't have all the risers, right? So it all wants to come apart. So I use these 2x2 plates with a 2x4 underneath to lock them in, and that was really helpful. But getting it small enough was the thing. We wanted things that undulated in and out. We're gonna have Flynn will tell you what's gonna go back here in a second, to the degree we know so far. So we wanted a really eccentric track, but a small piece, and I think we can do this with some height.
Yeah, so if you saw our Fabuland haul video, then you know that we got this huge amount of walls and windows and doors. And wall pieces, and Fabuland was combined all the time with regular bricks. So what the plan is, and hopefully it will incorporate all of the things that we got. Well, we can keep some of them in there. Probably just leave this right now.
Okay. Well, of course, I go right for the figures, which will be like our last thing.
So what we're planning to do with the rail system is we're going to use JK Brickworks' self-moving train that he has. Like we actually built one before, and it's actually quite handy, and it goes slowly, which I love.
Their designs are always so compact and efficient and clever. And we made a monorail, not a monorail, but a raised train for around our Christmas tree. Yeah. And I love the height because it really controls, like we could have used regular roller coaster track and chains, but then everything would go really fast.
Right, we didn't want it to go fast. So the plan, at least for now, is to use a lot of these wall and window pieces that we got to create, and regular bricks, of course, to create a sort of like apocalyptic apartment building that maybe has 4 or 5 rooms in it, like 4 rooms and a penthouse.
Can we go side to side, Cam?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forget.
Yeah, we have another mode.
Hey,
look at that. Hi.
So that's what's gonna go here. And then I have this idea, and again, a lot of inspiration from this is coming from Mark Cruikshank and like his work. Like we're so inspired by the stuff that he does, and he did this Dupocalypse thing, which was hilarious and amazing. And we got his blessing for this one, and he's actually going to build something for it. So we're pretty excited about that.
Well, if you remember sorry to cut in, on Lego Masters, Mark and Boone made that hot dog, the sort of food truck giant tower, and then when the twist happened, they turned it into an apocalyptic thing. And so this isn't like that, but it has that stacked quality, almost like people have moved into shipping containers kind of apartment building.
Very Ready Player One, sort of. And then there's
the stacks, right?
Yeah, and then there's the whole, like sort of Blade Runner aspect too. Like there's always like food carts and like food shacks in these apocalyptic worlds because that's just the way things work. It was
Well,
just
because
like,
there's no sit-down restaurants in the apocalypse.
oh, but there are. If you played any Fallout, you would know that there are absolutely sit down restaurants in
All
the
right.
apocalypse. So and because you're pulling up makeshift stuff, and I've had this Duplo whale forever.
Here,
And
show
I've
it to the
also
top camera,
had,
too.
yeah, this Duplo whale I've had forever. And there's also this Duplo fish, giant fish that goes with it as well.
I'm feeling like that's more in scale, but I think the Duplo whale is so fun.
But I was looking for something to like what would be fun to decorate the top of the sushi bar with, and I really think this whale is kind of the thing, and that maybe this giant fish will be hanging in the background. You get a lot of sushi out of that fish.
What's going on in the chat, Flynn? I haven't been able to see it at all.
Yeah, everybody still needs to eat in the apocalypse. It's true. Let's say we're talking about the whale now. Fish
right.
car.
Well,
maybe.
So-
it's got big old holes on the bottom of it, or tubes.
I'm always thinking structure, right? So I'm thinking what's going to be underneath all of this town, and I thought it would be cool if part of it, we have this one light green plate here, but we might get rid of that. I was thinking that maybe having water down here in the lower part, in the front, could be cool, and that maybe rather than a sushi bar, that we have a sushi barge or boat.
Sushi barge.
Or
It's a
something
barge
like that.
part.
I think there should
Barge,
be
barge.
some water for some relief from all this green.
Yeah, I agree. Like there needs to be some kind of something. And I think we don't even really need a blue base plate. It would just
No,
be
we
about
could just decorate on top of it.
on topping, right?
And then another thing that we've talked about is that we want the train to go in and out of structures, and I think probably here in the back where everything's the highest,
Yeah.
we'll have a covered bridge or some kind of, I don't know, apocalyptic city tunnel, and I want to have windows in that so you can see all the Fabuland figures go by the windows
Right.
on the inside. And that's about as far as we've gotten, right? We haven't talked about the structure of the landscape or any of that.
Yeah, I think landscaping is probably going to come last. I mean, for me, this is like mostly about the building. So trying to make sure that I get the building done to the level that I feel like it's going to be.
Well, the only thing
good.
I think is important about the landscape is if we're going to terrace anything up with plates, or build up higher below the bottom of the buildings, we should do that before we put the buildings on.
Mm. Yeah.
You think? But we can design the buildings too. They don't all have to. It doesn't have to all assemble together.
Right. Exactly. And you have with such big bricks. I think you have I think you have some leeway.
Well, and then the nice thing, we have these big Duplo pieces too. I mean, the Duplo pieces are the width of the train track, even. Like, I mean, I'm not sure how we would. Obviously they wouldn't go close to the train track, but if we wanted to have something, pass underneath them, we could do that.
Well, I think it's nice too because like having Duplo be part of it makes it, I think, available to more people because Duplo is more, readily available than Fabuland. Plus, Fabuland was made as sort of like a segue from Duplo to regular Lego, so it has a lot of Fabuland has a lot of Duplo-esque qualities about it. So use that Duplo, make it fun, and again, you're dressing it up. Right, it's not like straight up Fabuland. TrickyBricks. Sounds like TrickyBricks has an Instagram that has some Fab Max stuff up, and I'm gonna try and get to that. Let me see, TrickyBricks. Let's see if I can get to your. There we go. So that way we can show off. Oh my goodness, TrickyBricks. I'm not following you. Maybe I didn't know that you were there. I've just requested your friendship upon Instagram, and so if you friend me, I will bring it up
Upon-
here on the screen.
Did you say upon Instagram? That's such an Andy Dwyer. No, who? Right, Chris Pratt's character.
Oh no, I have sparkle and shine in the bottom of the screen. Whoops.
Uh-oh, we're not doing that.
You know what? It's because we never use this one. I'm gonna turn that off. Thank you, Fallen Tree 23. I appreciate that. I don't know that I have the other one in here that says
Oh,
what we're
here.
doing, but oh well.
Here,
That's
I
life.
can show you a thing while we're building here.
Oh, thank you, Devo. I will reload. Ta-da! All right, here, real quick while we're doing this, I want to show the stuff that TrickyBricks did, because again, super inspirational for what we're doing.
Oh, look at that.
Well, and again, I think it really shows how you can mix things up. Let's get this up here. Oh nope, gotta come over here. That's right. There you go. So really fantastic use of other pieces along with, right? Like it looks like it's like Fabulandy, but it's definitely more. And if you look, it's built on top of a Fabuland scooter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that little scooter has got the rest of the build on top of it, which is a really fantastic way. And then, some really obvious Fabuland parts along the way.
You also notice reinforcing the color palette is on the side there above that sort of side jet or sponson there.
Yeah, those are cool.
Is the yellow slope or yellow curved slope.
Yeah.
Right? So that's just a regular system brick, just like the 1x2 cheese wedge in the front behind the rabbit's head. Just regular system bricks that extend that color palette.
Look, let's make this even bigger.
Oh, nice. And then, again, gray and silver there don't affect the color palette, right?
No,
they're
it's
color
still...
neutral, so...
And the wheels and stuff are light gray, so there's, there's precedent. So, and
yeah,
then...
I think that's really inspiring. And check this out.
Is so awesome. I cannot get over this.
Well, and look at the shell sign in the background is like that cute little Fabuland tree.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's not actually a Fabuland tree. That is or maybe it's a later Fabuland tree, but I believe that is just regular Lego. Fabuland trees are flat and look like an apple tree and have holes
flat?
in them. No, I mean completely flat.
Oh,
like
thin,
not
flat.
Got like it. So, anyway, this is actually Debo, and yes, that is a Chima head there in the front, and hilarious. And Debo, if you email me copies of these with your permission, I will put them up in our post for inspiration for people to check out.
Yeah, with your crediting you, obviously.
Yeah, so that's awesome. A lot of fun. Thank you so much, Debo. So good. So, and it's great to see all,
yeah, all of the little
inspiration.
blue greebles in there, like the blue fences on the side of the car. It really, and then the Fabuland character does help a lot too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it does. It does. But also think about how, whoa, a little plastic bag that had a character in it, I believe.
Yeah, it's every little thing.
Every
in
little
that
tiny
purchase.
thing.
Everything was in a separate bag. So something I wanted to show you here is
more doors. Lots of doors, but no door frames as of yet.
Okay.
Goodness.
Check this out. This one isn't. This one here, this orange Duplo window block, is, I guess orange is not part of the color palette, right?
Not really.
So just imagine that this was in yellow or blue. What I've done here is I've transitioned from Duplo to regular system bricks up here.
Can you show how you did that?
Yeah, and the way I did it was, here's an actual red one that we'll use in our build. Right there. Is regular 2x4s fit across two of these Duplo heads, right? Or Duplo studs. And a 2x2 fits there as well. So as long as you have this line of buffering 2x4 bricks, then you can build Duplo right on top of it.
That is so awesome. And can I say another thing that I think is really funny about including Duplo into this Fab Max build?
And system.
Is that it's funny because if it was post-apocalyptic, they would be using stuff from the past.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they'd be using like old broken down stuff from the past to make up all of their stuff. So the fact that it's Duplo makes me laugh. I think that's very funny.
I don't know if we can, but I've got this cool Duplo airport sign here, and I kind of have the idea that I want some kind of crazy plane or helicopter flying around the top of our tower. So we'll see. Maybe that has a part. I have to step away for just a moment. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I was gonna try to get the chat back up on here, but I don't know. Again, Grandpa can't use his phone, so let's see. I can't find the chat. It's not anywhere. I think it's because I'm on a phone. Maybe if I turn it to the side or something, that usually seems to help. There you go. Nope, no chat. That's okay though. Oh well. I love seeing you from here. All right. So, what does that say now? I don't have Fabuland, but I do have Duplo. That's awesome, Monica. I think that totally works. And also, please, everybody, do go check out the Harris Bricks article on Neo Fabuland. Like, it's not necessarily a how-to guide, but it's more about how he approached building Fabuland from system bricks. And it was really, really great. It's a really great article and really shows you how you can kind of push through. So I'm curious what people think for the sushi barge. Should the whale be like the sign on top of the sushi barge, or should it be the fish? I mean, the concept of whale sushi, I suppose, is a little upsetting, but at the same time, it's so cheerful and it makes me laugh, and I think it would be so hilarious. And also, I think it's a better icon somehow. I don't know. What do you all think? I'd be interested to see in the chat. Let's see. Whale, fish, whale, fish, whale. Yeah, and of course I can't really see the chat, so. The whale. Yeah, the whale. The bar should be. Yeah, see the whale. I think the whale is the correct answer. Good. That's what I was hoping for. We were a little unsure, but golly, it's so silly, right? It's I think it's, and it suits the Fabuland surroundings. I think it's very funny. All right. Anyway, so what I'm gonna start thinking about in the construction of the let me see, a whale of a time. It will be a whale of a time. What I'm gonna start thinking about in terms of like building up into the apartment building is how many pieces of actual Fabuland stuff do I have? I mean, we have, like, yes, we got a lot, but when you're talking about building a large building, that's not a lot. So I'm gonna have to really be thinking about how it's all going to look together and where I can save and really make sure that I highlight these pieces, because I'm not going to want one of these pieces in the back, right? Like one of these great window things. I'm going to want it to be where people can see it. And my idea is that the different blocks of this apartment building would be in each of the colors. So instead of like mixing the colors all up, I would do one area that was all yellow, a yellow block next to a blue one with like a red one on top of it. And I want to, let's see, what's that? I can only read half of this, but oh my goodness, sorry about that. I wonder if I moved my screen over here, if I could see the chat better. I can. Look at that. I can see the chat better, and I bet you I could even enlarge this and see the chat even better. And I think That is absolutely a thing that can happen. All right, let's see. Look at that. Much better. The whale. Okay, there we go. So I see that the whale is a thing. I'm going to move my boat here so I can see. Beyond Thunderdome. Oh my god. Yes, that's the sequel, Beyond Thunderdome. It's actually... Oh my goodness. Oh, the live chat button on your phone is next to the the thumbs up and thumbs down buttons. I see. Well, now I can see, which is great. I've moved this over so I can see them on my big thing. And yes, the Thunderdome is a thing. Absolutely, that's the next up. I have this awesome little like cabinet that only has one door. I have to get some more Fabuland and hope it arrives in time. So I also know that we want to. We don't know how big our vehicle is going to be yet, like whatever this vehicle is going to be. But I do know that Richard mentioned wanting to be able to sort of see through. I mean, that's one of the best things about having a train go by through a tunnel is when you can actually see, see the train through. So this would definitely be a situation where I would build with system brick on the back. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Thanks for coming in. And Holly's here. Hey, how's it going? Da da. So, and speaking of Technic, Fallen Tree, Richard has Duplo Technic, which I think is going to have to make an appearance in this because I think that would just be amazing. But yeah, so it's going to be thinking about like how do I want to see that thing go through the tunnel? Like, is it going to be more effective to have a large open window? Because I do have a bunch of these open windows, right? I do have and then there's these ones that have the window frames on them, but I feel like you would see the people a lot better, or you'd see the train going by. Yes. So let's see. See, this is the part of the process where I'm like, is anybody gonna find this even remotely interesting? Like, this is the boring part. Oh yeah, you know what? It is that time. But I think that we should wait. I think we're going to postpone LCT for just a few minutes to see if Richard comes back, because I don't know if I can do it by myself, and I think he would be sad. So I don't want him to miss out. We'll just give him a couple minutes, and if he's not back, then we'll absolutely do Logan Cookie time. Okay, so anywho, what am I coming across here? Oh yeah, look at this stuff. It's like this Duplo brick has a tiny spider on it that is very happy. That makes me very happy. I actually went brick picking yesterday with a mask and gloves. Nobody else was in the store. It was just me and my friend at a Bricks and Minifigs. The manager was in the back. We had the whole store to ourselves. And and they do have Duplo there, so I was able to go, and I found some really fun Duplo pieces that I think will be awesome for this particular project. There's like a yellow, sort of like antenna, like crazy antenna looking thing, like almost like a radar antenna that spins around, and I think Richard has some like Duplo other. Oh look, check this out. This is kind of an awesome fence piece. Might be able to use it for something. All right. So I'll make sure and add that onto. Yeah, look at that. What a cool piece. I'll make sure and add that onto the article, is that you are free to use the Duplo in your Fab Max builds if you want, because I think that's really fun. All right. Oh gosh. Well, I've been thinking about this sushi bar, and it's so Richard's suggestion was to make it the barge, which I think is really fun. I just want to make sure that there's going to be enough room here in this front corner to accommodate. This is where we sort of decided it would go. It was in this front corner area, and I think what I would probably end up doing is using blue 2x plates and regular plates to sort of to make a sort of water, like a water theme, right? Or like a little water area. And then see how big it's going to be. Now, I don't have a Fabuland boat. I have which I guess arguably, I don't know. I have a Fabuland boat. Oh, thank you, Fallen Tree 23. Appreciate that. Thank you for your super chat. Golly, sorry, where was I? I was talking about bricks and planning things, and I got lost. Oh, yeah, so I don't have a Fabuland boat, but what I have is uh, a Belleville boat that is pink, but it is exactly, I believe, the same mold as the Fabuland boat. It's kind of a wider, fatter boat than the regular boats. It's like big and kind of big and chunky. So I want to look into that. And of course, I want to have like a plank. And now it's making me think, of course, if you play Animal Crossing, it's making me think of the of Red, the fox that sells artwork on a boat. So, and I want to make sure that I have a plank coming down. And I saw somebody mentioned in the somebody mentioned in the chat, maybe it was Fallen Tree 23, that there be pipes coming out of underneath of the city that are dumping into the water, which I think is brilliant. And if you don't mind that we steal that, I totally want to steal that because that's amazing. And we actually have light gray macaronis, little macaroni tubes, which I think will look really cool on here. So I'm going to go ahead and start kind of laying out. I want to go ahead and start laying out the water area. Now, if we're doing post-apocalyptic, I want to say that it's that maybe like blue isn't the answer. Like that was one of the things that when we did Snake Queen and I did this waterfall that was going to be like on the evil side of or the bad side of our mountain, and I made a lavender a lavender waterfall coming out of a skull's mouth. It was very effective, and people were really were really into it. And because we're using green here, I feel like it needs to have like a different color of water than just plain blue. But again, if we're staying, sand green is a good polluted watercolor. I don't know, like, does that count? Does sand green count because of like what we're doing? I don't know, because if we're trying to stay within the color scheme as a landscape. I don't know. What do y'all think? Like, how far do we want to go outside of the? Oh, though lime green is actually in the Fab Max color palette because they introduced lime green, I believe, to for the alligators' heads. So lime green would be an awesome. I think you're right. I think lime green. See the creative process. I've also got this. Now I wouldn't use it in this because these are great, but I just kind of want to show you a minute. These awesome Belleville pieces, and this green color is so weird. It's a really weird green. And this, which I'm dying to use, it's like a trans blue quarter round brick plate, which is awesome, right? Yeah, the watering can is a lime green, so lime is legal, and it's in the color palette. Thankfully, we have a bunch of green plates. Probably green is probably what we have the most of of all the plates. Now I wish we could use this, but it is not an actual legitimate. Yeah. Now that the other one was, however, the blue quarter round brick plate was an actual thing. Oh, Fallen Tree, are you taking off? All right, man. We will talk to you later. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by always and your support, man. Thank you so much, Shane. Really proud of how far you've come on your building, man. That's really fantastic. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start with filling in large areas. But I'm also, like, I know in our collection that we have a bunch of lime green, like, quarter round pieces, and it's making me want to um, break the box a little bit, right? And do, I want to break the box a little bit and make it a little more rounded on the edges instead of a big square around, right? So, fortunately, I've got these. Now, we used tons of these in Snake Queen. Like, they were a huge help. So, like, these pieces, got a bunch of those, as well as, now, I thought I saw, now let's see, I thought I had some half rounds as well, but these will do nicely, I think. Just to kind of give us a way to go to break the box, which I know we talk about that a lot, but that is one of our favorite things to do, right? Is make it so it's a little bit, I don't know, it just gives it a little bit of something all off the edge, right? Ooh, can also use 1x1 lime green rounds and white ice cream elements to make the water bubble. Oh, Albert, what an awesome idea. That's a great idea. Very cool. Wow, everybody's already got some great ideas. Thanks, and thank you all for your inspiration. Like, this is one of the things, like, Richard and I, we build together a lot, and we are inspired by each other, and it's so great to be able to be inspired by y'all as well. This is great. So, and I may eventually go back in and change and adjust this, right? Right, and then, oh golly, maybe this needs a little bit. I like to have some variety. Like, I don't want it to be too all bubbly and roundy. Like a little bit of straight to, I don't know, just to sort of break it up a little bit, if you will, like this. And golly, my allergies are still up. I'm sorry, I'm not just wiping my nose. Actually, like, I have really bad allergies. It makes my nose itch like crazy. But so I'm starting to like the general shape of this, and it's very possible that I will go back and change it. Right. Thanks, Ben. Thank you so much. Let's see. And of course, I'm going to try to fill in as much as possible with large pieces so that I don't have, obviously you're going to have to fill in with these big ones, but it's so much easier if you can just fill in. Let's see, maybe this is here. And really, this is just how, this is really how it all works, right? This is the, this is the bones part. This is the part that you don't see in, like, when people are building at home, is you don't see a lot of this kind of, I don't know. I personally find it enjoyable. But even when we were on Lego Masters, there was a sort of detachment from the audience, right? Like, we were, there was cameras and stuff there. Ah, see, I knew it. I knew I had some half rounds. It's just a matter of looking through. But I'm so not used to having our building process, our design process be like on camera. So this is really interesting. let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and add on here. I mean, you could also arguably use some angled, use some angled plates in here. But yeah. Maybe. Oh, look at that. That's kind of like a perfect fit. I love when stuff like that happens. It makes me really happy. And of course, maybe for some fun, I'm gonna surround the tracks so that the tracks are actually like going through and over the water area. I think that'll make it, I don't know, a lot more interesting. This is the kind of, it's so funny because this is the kind of stuff that I would do. It's interesting to do this as kind of how I was running my classes. Oh, you're back.
I'm almost back.
Oh, you're almost back.
Almost back.
Okay, and when you're almost back for real back, it's we saved our special appearance of our special guest for your return.
Okay, well we'll clear off my chair there, and then we can smash the model.
I know. I'm gonna have to put it in the back. But I really do. This is sort of my more organic approach to building, right? So I feel like I just kind of, it's like a puzzle. I just keep trying pieces until something works. And a lot of it is just, a feeling. Like, okay, I think this works. So I'm definitely noticing that I don't have as many of these rounded pieces as I would like. So trying to find a way to maybe incorporate some angled plates into this might be, I mean, I know I said I liked it the other way, but it may be that that's what's necessary to make a curve as large around as what we're trying to do here.
Is this the swamp?
Where the sushi shack will be.
In the swamp?
Yeah, in the the sludge swamp.
Yay, toxic swamp. Okay, well we have someone who's ready.
Oh, is it that time?
Yeah, but we gotta reach 400 feet all the way up here.
I know.
And we'll get the cookies.
There we go. All right, everybody, it's that special time of the day. It's right there. He was right
Here,
there. He was all ready.
Away from the model.
Oh my goodness, he's so excited.
Look at that. Who is ready? He knows what time it is. There you go. Yay. Okay, these are kind of big. Can you do a catch? Good boy.
Oh,
that's so good.
Yes. What a good boy. What a good boy.
And for you and me, the sound of happiness. Hey, look at the camera. Yay, Logan. Good boy.
All right, so I will head back over to that great view.
Poor Logan, we've blocked his path. He's so patient with our Lego shenanigans.
It's true.
So I wanted to pardon me. Frog in the throat there. I wanted to show.
Yeah.
Not only do we have these, I'm confused by the camera here. Oh, because we're in between.
We're like
windows,
half
right?
on, half off. Wax on, wax off.
So not only do we have these giant, and this is a 7x7 space in there. Like I use that on my yellow Duplo mech. Duplo windows, but these are just regular system, right? Those aren't even Fabulan.
Which ones aren't Fabulan?
This top
Those
one.
are not. That's old. That's like older school Lego,
right?
City or town.
So we might use
whatever.
those. I don't know that the white feels very Fabulan. I'm liking this yellow and red one a lot better in Duplo.
Yeah, me too.
But we don't have a lot of those. So what did I miss?
Not much. I was starting to map out. We were discussing the landscaping, and then I was talking a little bit about feeling like blue wasn't necessarily appropriate because it's supposed to be post-apocalyptic, so why wouldn't the water be another color?
Yeah.
And kind of talked a little bit about the purple waterfall from Snake Queen and how that different colored water had a big effect on people. So.
Well, I wonder if we should have some kind of. I want to stay away from shrimp because I don't want to remake Hidden Side.
Yeah.
But maybe we should have some kind of creepy, like, I don't know, tentacles are easy, something else. Some kind of something life in the swamp.
Well, now
would the alligator guy live down there?
Maybe, but the boat is going to take up the barge is going to take up a fair amount of room.
Okay.
So like we do for, like we like to add details, but one of the things we like to do when we first build is to do a first pass of like the largest details
biggest
that
chunks,
we know we're going
right?
to be. So knowing what the swamp area is going to be like is important.
Yep.
Or wherever that's going to be is important.
Well, what do you see? We talked about a couple things for this barge. Are we actually going to use a boat frame? We have a pink boat, we have a brown boat, and a dark blue, right?
Well, no, I think that's way too small. So
is it a like flat bottom barge?
It's going to have to be a flat bottom barge. Now, fortunately, we have some brown, like I have brown ship pieces. That are big so I can like build it. And the thing is, like, if it's gonna be a sushi bar, it kind of has to be barge. It kind of has to be long and have, I think, at least 3 seats. Like like
3 seats. So is there a sushi bar on the sushi barge?
Yeah, that's
and then
that's the whole deal. It's just like a boat, the bottom of a boat with a building built on top of it.
Okay, so what if, because we're apocalyptic, what if it was partially sunk or it had a big hole in it? Like, what if it could be on an angle to make everything hard?
Maybe. Yeah, just to make everything very difficult for us to do. So yeah, well, let's come back around to that.
So and then that's the question I always have about apocalyptic stuff, and ramshackle. Like we do is, do you build it nice and then break it apart and add all of the patina of the broken edges?
Right.
So I think we may end up doing some sketches for this big tower in the back.
Yeah, well, especially knowing, and this is also a place where I might
houses on poles over lakes.
I might recreate this. In digitally in Studio.
Yeah.
Because Studio does have Fabuland pieces, and that might be a really great way to sort of figure out the footprint of the building without having to pull every brick out that we have in the house. It really does help with mess.
We may end up having to buy some building bricks, right? Get some bigger bricks in these primary colors. So Wilfred is saying, I'd say the swamp is toxic, so people try to protect themselves from it, and that's why the sushi bars should be on like pylons or columns.
Right. So this is, you hear us talk about doing to try to explain. You can see already, like, I know in my head what I want it to look like.
But I don't see that picture.
But you don't see that picture, so this is why we draw pictures for each other, even though I have, like, terrible drawing skills. So, do we have paper? I will show my embarrassing drawing skills to you, like, on here. I don't know.
Yeah, let me find some paper.
Yes. So, I'm curious, like, is this all vaguely interesting?
Yeah, is this something people want us to do?
Like, because
on our
we
show?
were thinking, like, if you find this at all interesting, that we would do this once a week until the piece is done, and work on parts of it here on the stream. But this part's a little more boring than most, probably because we haven't gotten a huge start on it yet. But I'm just curious.
I thought it was interesting from the aspect of design, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, here, this is a piece of cardboard you can draw on. It was the back of we just ordered paper. Here, but what I was thinking is, why don't you draw with Sharpie?
Oh, no, it's too permanent. See, there's a thing.
Uh-oh.
If it's, I don't like it, I need a pencil.
He needs to be able to erase.
Right,
But
especially
draw a
because
little darker for them.
especially because my drawing skills are so terrible.
Here, why don't we do this?
Can we move this a little bit? There's not a lot of room here. Oh goodness, you're gonna move the whole thing?
Yeah. Take your whale.
Take your whale, please.
Pudgy the whale.
Oh, and you can see our really like ugly, cheap Christmas tablecloth.
You know what? Obviously, we're both wealthy.
Okay, so what I'm thinking about now, I had originally just conceived of this as a building, and then it was Richard's idea to add the boat.
Can you zoom in?
I think we're
maybe without the split screen.
I think we're as close as we can be. Oh yeah, we can do it without the split screen. That's easier. Let me see how close I can get us.
I thought you already had a close-up scene.
I do, but
you know how it works.
I do. That's better, actually. It's a better.
Good.
It's a better focus. All right. So
you may have to draw darker than normal.
Okay. Well, this isn't bad. It's so
you know what?
Weird.
We're not doing like this isn't a Goya etching here, right? This is like let me see what's wider and what's taller.
So can you see that? No, you can't.
No,
I guess I have
a
to
Sharpie.
do stupid Sharpie.
Here we go.
All right.
There's
so
no mistakes. Just draw a new line over it.
So I'm thinking that it is like long like this.
So is this a front view of
this
the
is
sushi
a side
barge?
View. So this is not to scale, obviously. This is just sort of like the idea.
Okay, no, I won't hold you to stud width.
And this isn't going to be super. This isn't going to be super detailed either. So my idea was that it would have this, and then it would have like.
So this is made out of boat parts.
Yeah, and then it would have the little walkway ramp that goes down to the ground area, or maybe even to steps that
or
go
a pier.
Or a pier, or steps that go up to the track. It'll just depend on how close this ends up being, right?
We could have whatever it is traveling around the track could stop at the sushi barge. So it could go across to, like, people could leave the vehicle and go onto the sushi barge.
We'd have to use a sensor, but we could absolutely do that. And then maybe it's got like a... See, I'm thinking Blade Runner here. So it's got like a wall, a couple of walls that are open in the front. And maybe it's got a couple of, round windows in the back, or just regular.
So now these windows are in the back wall. We're looking at like a diorama,
right? Exactly. And then there's like room for, and I could draw a top view too, but there's room.
Oh, Mairead, that's so sweet. Mairead says, "We love y'all."
Oh, thanks. And there would be 3 stools and a sushi bar here with your
like Fabuland stools.
Yeah, so the Fabuland,
right?
The Fabuland seats, yes, or we could make our own stools, whatever, the chairs, that would totally work. It would be more in keeping, probably.
And then there's a sushi
and
chef.
then there's a little, like, an awning-style roof, using, hopefully, the Fabuland roof tiles.
Could it have a weird, like, kooky chimney? Oh, no, look, I ruined your etching. Helping.
Yeah, so maybe it's got, like a kooky little thing here.
You know what it reminds me of?
Maybe it's got some kind of motor on the back of it. Like, I don't know. I'm not filling all the details
this
yet.
should be a crazy motor with like a huge swamp boat fan or something.
Oh, a giant fan would be cool. Yeah, so maybe it's like a hydrofoil. Like
right? That's getting Fab Max. How about that?
We do have that. Well, we also have the water wheel, which could kind of be awesome for this.
And we can't forget, somewhere we should incorporate parts.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, you got plans for the Ferris wheel?
I mean, in general,
right.
I have fans. All right. So, yeah, the water wheel could be really cool. Or, that Ferris wheel part, but then we wouldn't be able to build the Ferris wheel.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then maybe, like, this fish is hanging on the wall back here.
Hey, check it out. I just saw this Duplo fence. Maybe we can use that on the boat.
Yeah, I was showing that off earlier. It's pretty cool. So, and then maybe this fish is here, and then, like, with the big whale on the top.
Yes.
Like, sitting on the top like a big sign.
We are not advocating whale sushi. It's an apocalyptic view of the world.
Brickworm, Kevin Hinkle, your job is secure. Wow. Thank you.
Look at this.
I was already so embarrassed.
No, now
I'm extra embarrassed.
But now I know exactly what he's talking about, right? This is the kind of sketching that we do for each other.
It is a giant goldfish cracker that it is my terrible rendition of this Duplo whale. I mean, it's not that far off.
It looks like the thing.
Oh no, you don't even know. This is possibly the most embarrassed and revealing that I've ever been on this show as far as like things that I'm scared of, and I am terrified of my drawing talent. It's terrible, and to just even be having
See, goldfish cracker.
See, this is right about when I wish we would have stolen that giant handful of seagulls from the Lego Masters set.
Oh my gosh, it was so hard.
I wanted to all that so bad because I want the I really want the all those bunch of seagulls.
You know what I wanted? I wanted them to give me 10 minutes on that minifigure wall, or even 2 minutes on the minifigure wall, just like grabbing all the minifigures I wanted. Okay,
so anyway, this is my idea. So, but at least now, like, even though it's a terrible drawing, you have an idea of what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, and I want you all to know that this is an expression of the trust that we have for Tricky Lug that Flynn would ever draw. I had trouble getting him to draw for me so that I would understand. So that's a level of trust, and this is actually, you'll see, we'll make this. We'll make this as the sushi barge. It's what we did for Snake Queen, right?
It is.
It's the same kind of thing. And then also, oh look, nice tablecloth.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm already on, and I don't know with the what the apartment building will look like yet. So,
oh, do you want to talk about
the
that?
chimney coming out the blowhole of the whale is amazing. No, Brickworm, no. Don't feel bad. You didn't make me feel bad, at all. It is
and Kevin Hinkle has nothing to worry about from us.
Excuse me.
No, we feel good about it. We're at a Tricky Lug meeting, right? We're just sharing our stuff too. So I think it should have different levels, like a higher tower and a lower tower.
Are we talking about the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of imagined if we were building, like, there would be rooms, you know, like little square or rectangular rooms, and maybe the bottom level is, maybe the bottom 2 levels are like 3 rooms, and then there's one that's different on the top because, like, maybe this one got blown up or
and then I would put some damage down here too. Like, why don't we say that this one did, like, we can even show something came in and hit it, or there was, like, what if we did like a wrecking ball or something?
Well, you know what I was thinking too is you have that that Duplo Technic that we absolutely need to be using.
Yeah.
There's some like really cool stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, check it out. We could do some kind of a crane, right? We've got this Duplo Technic, and it's got this great like hook and reel.
Well, and the gears especially are amazing.
Or could this be? Dare we?
We don't.
Well, I think we can use the Duplo Technic for sure, and I want to make things move.
But so, what I was thinking though is to keep this from looking too much like a jungle gym.
We don't.
Is that we build some kind of off-center top to it that has some kind of. So, like, if this were smaller, or maybe it doesn't have. Maybe it only has 3 floors, or maybe it's just that and that.
Personally, I would like it to be more eccentric vertically. I'd like there to be one like portion that's taller than the rest. So when you look at the layout, you see this big, tall, vertical thing that comes way down to the swamp below.
Yeah,
So what if we just scoop this out a little bit?
so like broken walls,
Yeah.
like that.
Like it was an apartment building. It makes me think of like East Berlin a little bit. We're going to be more fun than that. But it reminds me of those
Yes.
East German Plattenbau buildings that then later, Marble Mouth, after the wall came down, they painted a lot of that stuff really colorful as well. So then are these all individual vignettes? Like these are
Yeah,
different
so
apartments?
but then maybe the one on the bottom, just to keep it from being too grid-like, that doesn't have a wall here. Maybe it is like 2 open rooms.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's great.
And then what we should do is have the train go through it.
Right.
I'm thinking
the train
about
yeah,
how
we
the
definitely have to-
monorail goes through the Disneyland Hotel.
Yep, which probably means we're gonna have to have. So it can't just be one deep. It may have to be like if you were looking at it from the top, instead of being like this,
Yeah,
it needs to have an extra room on the front, like to make it an L
make
shape.
it L shape. I like that. Is it time to bring back the model and see how this would fit in there?
Yeah, actually, it might be.
Oh,
So people
Yano
can stop
says
looking at my. And can
she
Paul
had
Lynn
no
be here?
idea. In the center square, yes. Yano said she has no idea Duplo. I'm missing part of the thing. Was a thing. Is that? Are you making a Fabuland Paul Lynn right there?
No.
That's Paul Lynn. That's Uncle Arthur. Look, right there.
Stop.
Right there. See?
Bye, Aubrey.
This is the basis of our creativity, right there.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, anyway.
I like it, Flynn. I think we're going to have a bunch of heights, right? We talk about, here's like a $500,000 word or whatever, but we talk about topographic contrast.
Rob
right?
Zaccardi, Paul Lynn, nice reference. Thanks. Oh, and by the way, Rob, since you know who Paul Lynn is, if you have never seen the Paul Lynn Halloween special,
That's got to go up on the website.
with Kiss as the guest, as the musical guest, do yourself a favor, go to YouTube and look it up because it's ridiculous. And it also, his guest stars are Witchy Poo from HR Puff and Stuff. If you remember that, you're really old.
Yep.
And then, and also Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard, of, Oz,
Wizard of Oz.
is
Both.
another guest star. Both of them
At
together.
the same time.
I'm just saying.
And Paul Lynn, I think, had no idea who Kiss were because he looks completely flabbergasted when they come out all in their makeup and
like somebody else planned it, and he just,
I don't know. I mean, maybe it was just a bit.
It's so bad. It's so bad, y'all. All right, so
can you go to a wider view of
that
this?
That's as good as it gets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm afraid
okay.
so.
No problem.
Um,
So in this area,
Margaret Hamilton was in Citizen Kane. Now I know that Agnes Moorehead, who was Endora from Bewitched, another witch character, was in it. But I didn't know.
Well, she
I don't
played
know about
Kane's
Margaret.
mom.
She played Kane's mom. That's right. Tim Durham. Hey, Timothy Durham. Welcome. It's a new name I haven't seen before. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure everybody will give you a big tricky lug welcome in the chat. We're just planning out our
look at this.
Fab Max Furry Road build.
What if we use these Duplo bricks to lay out a perimeter of where the giant apartment building might be?
I like this story. This is helpful. All right.
Right here. Lay some, and we're going to do an L shape, right? The question is, how does this interact with the building, right?
Well, I feel like it's going to have to...
Is this just in front of the building? Because I had this idea.
No, I thought we wanted it to go through the building.
Yeah.
Now, you want a tunnel, right? So, ideally...
So is it a giant building?
So what if your tunnel is here? And we can put bricks in between these to break it up a little bit. Maybe even this way.
Yeah, and it won't be all these windows, but we have these to use as building blocks right now. So the tunnel will go...
And we're just, we're just mapping it out. And sometimes what I will do for this as well is I will, I'll take a picture of it on my phone from above. And again, this is a place where doing this digitally would be extremely helpful. Because you can lay all that stuff out ahead of time and use copy and paste and move it around.
So then the building comes all the way out here?
So I feel like the building should meet this, that this is like a hallway that may have even like led toward another, or this just got built on the side, onto the side of the building to accommodate the train.
Okay, well then do passengers like get off into the building here and there's some big lobby?
Well, I think that's the implication. We'll see like how that actually plays out. Because yeah, like right now, I don't have a really strong idea of where it comes in. Like,
well, the big question I have is this a problem that it pushes out here? Not really, right? I don't think the building should go, oh, what if
my preference
it enters here?
My preference would be that that this came out further and went like that, like a more of a corner, but we don't have the straight track pieces to accommodate.
Well, okay, so, and this is where something like this at an early stage in the design makes a huge difference. And what I think we should do is take out these two long ones here and shorten them, either put in small ones or none at all. Move this whole structure this way and just have it come through and lose this bend. And just have it go straight and around through the building.
Well, it would certainly make it less complicated for building. But now, isn't that gonna... Okay.
Well, so what I have to see is if we have those shorter pieces.
Now,
have we lost everyone yet?
Okay, so this is a thing here. Now, what I'm thinking is we have a lot of dark gray track. If it's going inside the tunnel and you can't see it, then my take on it is just use the gray track.
Okay.
Right? Am I right? Like, nobody's gonna see it, right? So who cares?
Okay, so will you move these guys this way? But we still need those short tracks.
I'm saying if we replace this with a gray track.
But how about out here? No, what I'm saying is we have to get rid of this to pull this in, because this is too close to the edge of the building over here, right? This curve has to be further in.
I can move this back. That's fine. But yeah, it would be good if it was further in. I don't know. Let's.
So it's going to turn into a big Snoopy head. Basically, we're making Snoopy.
Yeah, this is kind of like Lego Masters in real time, except for I'm not having a panic attack and we're not about to pass out from lack of water. But it's a whole other story. All right, let's see. I'm kidding. They didn't. It's not like they deprived us of water, but it was there was long stretches where it could be tricky.
Okay, so this needs to come back, I think, a half. Do you think we can do that?
Do we have a halves? We have two halves.
And have we, as long as we're doing this, have we determined that we're that the track is tall enough?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Height-wise, I'm not worried about it. So you're saying like this? Is your suggestion?
No, one more like this. Move it this far that way.
Okay.
And then this one goes here. Right, but this is
so we don't even have to use gray track. There we go.
So we may need a couple more of these little... Okay, and then...
Yeah, but see, the thing is, to get this out to this level, we need to... So here, put your short piece here.
Yeah.
Let's get another pylon underneath of this one.
Okay. Now, do you remember that JK Brickworks, it's power functions, right? Not powered up. It's power functions, and it uses the little tiny...
Okay,
what's it called, Flynn?
Well, the little tiny, I don't know.
It uses the little tiny battery pack.
Oh, we had to order a special battery pack for it.
Yeah, so we gotta find that.
Yeah.
But that's powerful enough to make it up this incline, right? Because we
Absolutely.
did it before.
Absolutely.
So why don't we
So
go
look,
up once more?
I think I got it.
Do we want to incline here and here as well?
I think through the building it should stay on one level. Just to make things easier.
Okay.
And then I think we can fill in. Yeah, look at that. Do 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 do.
And then the wall of the building moves back.
Right, and this is the back of our model anyway, and this is going to be meant to be seen from 3 sides.
And see, I haven't used Studio really. I use CAD design software for lighting design all the time, and I'm comfortable in the digital realm. But I'm used to picking up bricks and moving them around and saying, okay, now we went from the drawing. Let's see how it fits in the real model. You've got, is that right?
Yeah. So now we're pulled forward a little bit. I think that's going to be good.
And we need a couple more supports, right?
Yes, and
3 of them.
One more.
Now we don't have a lot of yellow bricks, but I am, despite the fact that I'm always saying we don't need any more bricks. We don't need any more bricks. Immediately we're building this, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have to buy 500 2x4 red bricks.
Right. All right. So I feel like this seems a little bit more doable, or like I understand this a little bit more.
Okay. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bricks tall?
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like the curvy track was making it was going to make it difficult to build.
Okay, we're gonna have to. I'm not gonna get my ideal 2x4s here. Let's just say inside the building, the pylons are. Oh, it needs a plate. No, this needs a 2x4 plate under there.
We should have an extra.
Or a 2x2.
And I'm thinking that, like, eventually when we do this for real, like, we would add some, and I know we were talking about this before, but we would add slopes onto the bottom of these pylons just to make them a little bit more interesting.
Well, I thought about this yesterday.
Uh-oh.
We
still need one more. Same size for here.
Is that, and that's 5 tall plus a plate, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so using slopes, right?
I want to make these, well...
Like, that's already 100 times more interesting, especially when you see it from the side. It looks more realistic.
Here's 5, and then...
if you will.
I even thought about modifying this one here.
Hey, James, welcome. It's going good. We are doing our first ever live MOC build, and it's crazy.
Well, other than Lego Masters.
Right. Well,
but that was edited.
Show.
This isn't edited.
This is not edited. But yeah, I like this. Wait, now we're missing another one here.
Yeah, because I'm modifying it.
Ah, all right. Well, I'm 100% along with the little slope pylons. It means going good.
Here, check what I did on the 4 wide ones, which are through most of it.
Oh,
now
that's
I made them like
awesome.
that, right? And then we could even change these out for textured bricks or something like that, or do some plate stripes.
Well, I think just to keep it.
Oh, but Fabulence simple.
Fabulence
right?
is to keep it simple. But I also think the other.
I like that.
I do too.
Does it bug you that it's wider there?
Yes. See, we know the same thing. It totally bothers me that this is wider than the track. Like, it feels like it should just be one single pylon each time.
Just like this and no, like, I-beam shape?
Now, if you wanted to do striping, what would be fun would be to put a red brick in the middle so that it's got, like, a red...
I like that.
Like little red and yellow stripes.
And then I would change... I don't know if I don't think you guys can see this one. Can you show them? I think there's a difference between... This is what I think we should do. You know, is just make it that wide on the base rather than have those extra studs.
Oh, okay. I like.
Well, I mean, but maybe you want to play with those studs and put other decorations on them. Do we need another plate?
No, this is too tall.
That's too tall.
Let's see how this works. Now that's a plate too low for sure.
Okay, we have a plate right there.
So I don't know. I like the it's sleeker, but I like the blockiness that this gives it.
Okay, can we show that on camera? Is there any way we can show that on camera?
Yeah, we just have to like take everything off the table.
Okay. We can do that.
So it's funny. These are the weird things that we talk about design-wise. So, whoa, here we go. Let's hold it up.
That's all right.
So this is the sort of like, let's turn this to this. No, there's not a good way to get it. But so this is the sort of slimmer version with just 2 slopes underneath. And I think you can see.
We could take that whole thing out.
Yeah, let's do this.
Should we set the model down?
Whoop. There.
Oh my goodness.
So you can see the difference between this is the slimmer model. I like this one because it's a little bit more
chunky.
It's chunkier, and it's I mean, and we could even add cheese wedges to it if you wanted to get really.
Let's reassemble this before
now
we
I've
forget.
broken the entire thing.
Yeah, this right here is why we take photographs a lot, and we haven't done it. Although I guess it's on video, right?
It is. We are.
Right, we can go back and look at the video because we'll make a certain amount of progress and then we'll tear something apart for an idea and forget where we were.
Yeah, or in this case, tear something apart to show people and then
yeah. Is this too tall?
And of course it's going to go back completely differently.
Well, but this is all early stage stuff, right?
Yeah, we would be taking this apart multiple times as we go. All right? Yeah, broken elements can be useful for stuff like that. It's true.
There.
Yeah, we're still missing one here. But anyway, point being, I like the chunkier look.
Okay, so there we've already established 2 things about our aesthetic for this piece in addition to Fabuland. One, we're using these rounded tiles here for the swamp. I think we've determined that stud showing is going to be fine, right?
Yeah.
On some things. We know what our pylons look like and the general layout of the city.
Could you give me some red 2x2 bricks? I want to see what this might look like. Because I'm thinking that we were talking about that stripe.
You want to go now? That's interesting. Talking about chunkiness, do we want to say that that's the smallest detail for the architecture?
I don't
or
want
that we do bricks somewhere. We establish little rules that we repeat over and over again, right?
See, I think that this. I don't know. I think that's cute and interesting. Or do you like it just the basic?
I would go to 1 red stripe. I would make that one yellow.
Yeah.
So that it's an all yellow, and maybe we can show that to people.
Yeah, so you can see.
Let's just take the column off and show them.
Yeah, it's so silly. So this is what I'm proposing: is that the little pylons are.
Have 2 red stripes.
2 red stripes.
With 1 red stripe just above.
And you're saying that it should be
a yellow structure with a single red stripe.
See, y'all, isn't this exciting?
Yeah. Or we could go to 2 red plate stripes instead of 1 red.
No, actually, you know what? I think that you're right, and I think that the 1 stripe makes it more seem like a parking structure.
That's what I'm thinking. Is that by having the narrow part of the column match the color of the feet, that it seems like one piece and doesn't come apart in bricks in your head as much.
Got it. I think that's right. I like that.
I like that.
I like it up higher. I like it up higher, the higher position.
And then the nice
See, this is like literally we switch 1 brick back and forth until we are happy with what we want. Like this is the madness of building.
But then once you do that, you can do it like 8 or 12 or 200 times.
Right.
In the model.
But I will say too that sometimes you do that, and once you get them all done, you're like, whoa, what did I do?
Yeah. So how are we doing on? Should we?
Yeah, I think we should
call it an episode.
We should wrap it up for today. But gosh, thank you,
go
everybody. Let's go back to our. I gotta find.
Oh, I
keyboard.
see. We're split screen. So look at that. Who would have thought going in that? I would have thought that we'd have a much more eccentric track. But what this allows us is all this is going to be involved in a building. So then we have something that lowers and goes around these two curves and comes back up again, all inside the building.
Right, and that's the thing.
Or
Is like
all
if you want
outside the building.
if you want to make an interesting track, make it interesting where people are actually going to see it. If you want it to pass through something, it's not necessary to put a lot of those sort of things in. And you know what I'm thinking now?
What's that?
Would be awesome. Would be if there was a single building, smaller building here, which the train passes through.
Yeah.
Then it comes out, it goes around the corner, and then passes through the bigger building over here.
I like
so
that.
it has like it goes in and then it comes out and in again. Like it's
Maybe-
just an
maybe
extra
this
bit
used to
of
be-
action.
What if this used to be a decorative atrium, but now it's all gone to heck and it's all like weeds and art has fallen over.
Yeah, I think there's lots of potential.
So I hope you found this interesting. This was a window into how we build the things that we build.
Yeah,
And it doesn't go quite as fast as spinning the wheel.
Well, and this is the main reason why we've been hesitant to do something like this is because our process does take a little while, and
Yep.
yeah. So,
Oh, look at that. We're all like,
but if you are feeling, if you're feeling like this is something that you'd like us to do more of, please let us know because we would be happy to share this. And I think feel more confident in doing this kind of building on screen now.
I'm not laughing about what you're saying. Yano River Blue just said Fab Max gone to heck.
Yeah, well, there you go. But gosh, yeah, it's been
You need some intermediate bricks
Oh,
there.
okay. Anyway, it's been a really fun experience. So thanks everybody so much for joining us today. I know it's been it's been weird, like different background, like everything.
We
was
like
weird
mixing
today.
it up. We want to be excited about doing different stuff.
Yeah. So if you want to, so if you are doing, what's that?
Sarah
What's that?
Kino says she's jumping back and forth between here and the weather stream. I totally get it. We were checking the air quality every few minutes over the last few days.
Yeah. So.
Oh, TrickyBricks likes live MOCs to set.
So we are not here tomorrow, but we will be here on Thursday or Friday. And don't forget that your challenge builds are due tomorrow at 5 p.m. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. You can, if you must, you may email them to challengephotos@TrickyBricks.com. But the best thing to do would be to go to TrickyBricks.com and find the article about the mashup on the front page. And click through, and you will find a link to a Google form that you can fill out and upload your photos to. Please do read the instructions, and a big thank you to Mairead for her help on this. Yes, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, Mairead just dove right in.
She dove right in and did a fantastic job last week. It really saved us a lot of time and stress right before the show. So big thanks to Mairead for that.
That's so generous and thoughtful.
So yeah, make sure that they are in by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Really looking forward to seeing what your mashup builds look like. I know there's so much that don't feel like if you're working on Fab Max, don't feel like you have to stop everything to work on the weekly challenges. These are just like little fun things, and we really wanted to. The Fab Max thing isn't so much a challenge as it is just like a collaborative build, and we just wanted people to feel comfortable and to do whichever they felt like.
Well, I mean, the weekly challenges I think are are less of a time commitment, right? So it's easy during a busy week to find a little time to build and make something for that. And people have gone way over the top on that too, right?
Yes.
Bye, Mr. Elmo Man.
Bye. So anyway, that's where
normally
you can send those as challenge photos at email at TrickyBricks.com. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can. I'm trying to find the other email and I don't know what happened to my little. Oh, there it is.
The little keyboard. We're all over. We've turned our tidy news desk into a chaotic build space.
It is kind of chaotic. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This is like all Crazy Pants McGee. I don't know what's happening. Hey, we're doing our best here. I'm doing my best here.
Right, see how we always have.
We are having technical difficulties.
There's always a happy little character.
Oh heck! You know what? I can't. I can't right now. There we go. If you want to send us something through snail mail, You can do that at Richard and Flynn, P.O. Box 11517, Oakland, California 94611. Was that crazy enough
That
for you?
was.
Did you
I
like
was
that?
just trying to track it there. Wow, look at this. We can see the chat.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. So,
what does Minifig Chick say? Hope you all stay safe from hurricanes, fires, bad air quality, and everything else that's been attacking us.
yes,
lately.
yes. And, I know we don't address it directly a lot on the stream because we like to try to keep things really positive. But we know that everybody's going through really tough times right now, and especially
Us too.
some places are being hit harder than others from all sorts of different levels. I just want everybody to know that we are thinking of you, and we hope that you are all staying safe and healthy. And I'm so glad that we can all be here to sort of help each other through this current period.
I think it's great that we can all build together and hang out and just encourage each other. And I know that we're going to be able to put these tough times in the rearview mirror and say, look at all the amazing, crazy stuff we built when all that craziness was going on.
I know, it's amazing. And don't forget to go to TrickyBricks.com and also to get all the information on the Fab Max collaborative build. Mm-hmm. I will let y'all know as it gets, once we hear something from BrickCon, I'll let you guys know if we're going to give the extra week to build, just because we want to really give a good showing at BrickCon, and if we can have an extra week, why not have an extra week? I sure would have liked some extra hours on Lego Masters sometimes.
I know. We don't have a clock looming above here.
Oh yes, that's right. We're not going to be here tomorrow, but tomorrow is Monica Berry's birthday. So happy birthday, Monica!
Happy birthday.
I'm sorry we won't be here to wish you a happy birthday in person, but a happy birthday to you tomorrow. And we will see everybody on Friday for the Mashup Challenge photo show, and then don't forget Sunday we are back doing our Sunday chat. Yep. And there's going to be it's a whole episode on how to shop Bricklink.
I know. So if you're thinking about getting Fabuland things, we can help you out.
Yeah. So if you ever wondered how to maximize your time and money on Bricklink, that's what the show's going to be all about. If you've never used Bricklink before, this is definitely an episode you're going to want to watch. And even if you have, I believe there will be some tips from professional buyer Holly Webster.
I'm going to learn some stuff. Beware, Flynn. I'm learning stuff about Bricklink.
As long as you learn how to
combine my shipping, not pay 75 cents each for an air tank for a space person. Things like that. I have them review my Bricklink orders now.
All right, we love y'all. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you Friday at 10 a.m. And until then, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, and we'll see you Friday. Bye. Everyone.
Happy building.